Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today, my name is Sanders. Now, if you guys have been following my stream for a while, or if you follow me on any social media, which, you know, if you're not, highly suggest it, link down below in the description. Anyway, if you follow those things, you guys would know how much of a huge Marvel fan I am and always have been, more specifically the movies. But today, we're going to be taking a quiz that asks one question about every single movie that's been in the MCU so far, not including the Disney Plus shows. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video and see if we can answer these questions. Okay, first movie, Iron Man. What song plays at the beginning of the movie? I don't think it's Iron Man by Black Sabbath. A lot of people would probably go for that one considering that's the name of the movie, but me, big brain, you know, it ain't Ordinary World either, and it ain't Stairway to Heaven. Pretty sure my brain's huge on this one, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. It's Back in Black. What did I say, baby? On to the second movie within the franchise now. The Incredible Hulk, probably the most boring. But what does Tony tell Thaddeus Ross at the end of the film? That he wants to study the Hulk? That he knows about S.H.I.E.L.D.? That Thaddeus Ross owes him money? I highly doubt that, because Tony's absolutely loaded. He tells him that they're putting a team together, i.e. the Avengers. They need him. Okay, on to the third film of the franchise, Iron Man 2. What fake name does Natasha use when she first meets Tony? It's none of these three. We know that it's Natalie Rushman when she walks into the boxing ring. Yeah, he's doing his sparring. She walks in and she says,
"Hey, I'm Natalie Rushman, what up?"
She doesn't actually say that, but it'd be cool if she did. On to the next movie in the franchise, first Thor movie. What does Thor want another of when he's in the diner? We know that he doesn't eat a slice of pie or a piece of toast or a stack of pancakes, as nice as all those things are. He wants another cup of coffee and he slams it down and says, "Another." I love Thor, dude. Especially in the first few movies, he's such a caveman. Okay, on to the first Captain America movie. Where does Peggy tell Steve she wants to meet him for a dance before he plunges into the ice? So this is that super sad scene at the end of the movie when he's trying to crash the plane to save New York. Is it just New York that he saves, or I think there's other cities as well. It's not the El Morocco, it's not the Copacabana. It's either the Cotton Club or the Stork. Is it the Stork? It is the Stork. Huge brain. I can remember her saying that. Alrighty, on to the first team-up movie, The Avengers. Natasha remarks to Clint that the Battle of New York is a lot like their time in Budapest. Don't even have to read the other three. Okay, already on to the third Iron Man movie. What is the name of the little boy Tony befriends while stranded? I don't think it's Harry, it's not Henry or Holden, it's Harley, because he shows up at Endgame at the end and he comes to his funeral and people are thinking that maybe Harley's going to be the next Iron Man. Who knows? Okay, Thor 2. Where does Sif and Volstagg hide the Reality Stone at the end of the movie? It's not Vormix, we don't know about that yet. In a vault on Asgard is too risky because that's where they've got the Tesseract and it's not really safe to keep two stones so close together. It's not inside Sif's sword, but I'm pretty sure that they give it to the Collector. If my memory doesn't fail me. There we go. These questions are actually pretty easy, not gonna lie. Okay, so on to Captain America the Winter Soldier, second Captain America movie. This is actually my favorite movie in the entire franchise. I love the Winter Soldier so much. This is the first movie that the Russo brothers directed, and I love them. As we know, they went on to make Infinity War and Endgame as well. I have a lot of respect for them as directors. They have done wonders with this franchise. What does the Winter Soldier say after Steve recognizes him for the first time? He goes, "Bucky?" And then he turns back and he goes, "Who the hell is Bucky?" Do you like that? I should be in the movies, eh? Yo, Disney, if you're watching. If you need, you know, like an alternate version of Spider-Man or something, you know, favorite hero, I'm free, hit me up. Guardians of the Galaxy, first Guardians movie. Great movie, love it, super funny. Change of pace from all the other movies. Remember it fondly. I've seen all of them so many times that it's hard for me to actually forget what happens. What were the three items Rocket claims he needs in order to escape the prison? Security card, a fork and an ankle monitor, a security band, battery and a prosthetic leg, a pair of binoculars, a detonator and a prosthetic leg, a knife, cable, wires, and Peter's mixtape. I know it's one of the prosthetic legs, but I can't actually remember the first two. Here I was just saying I can't forget anything that happens, and here I am not being able to remember what bloody happens. It's definitely got the prosthetic leg in it, so it's, you know, A and D are out. Pair of binoculars, a detonator. I think it's B. Security band, battery, and a prosthetic leg. Huge brain. Because the detonator is just too easy. It's too much of a red herring. Is that what you call it? I don't know. Moving on. On to Age of Ultron. Probably out of the 4 Avengers movies, my least favorite, but still a good movie nonetheless. We get to meet Vision. He ends up becoming a fan favorite, so you know what? It's still at its purpose. It's still a good film. What word does Tony utter that makes Steve say language? He says shit. It's just that simple. Okay, on to the first Ant-Man film. I think out of all the movies, this might be the one that I've seen seen the least amount of times, so I might not actually get this right. What animal does Darren Cross unsuccessfully shrink? I think it's a sheep. I don't think it's... Is it a mouse? It's not a mouse or a hamster or a duck. I'm trying to remember because he has like it's in a tube. I'm visualizing right now. We've had a lot of the answers be the second answer though, so I don't know if it is that. I feel like these, because these are already pretty small, and I don't remember seeing a duck, so it is a sheep. Okay, I'm just, how big was the thing, the shrink ray then? Anyway, I got it right. We haven't got any wrong so far, so why am I complaining? Okay, moving on. Civil War. Who isn't on Iron Man's team? Vision, Black Panther, and Black Widow are all on Iron Man's team, so I think it's Hawkeye. Even though, you know, Nat ends up helping them escape, so she didn't really have a team because she helped both. Okay, under Doctor Strange. I love the visual effects for this movie. Absolutely stunning, especially the scene when she like does the, I don't know what I'm doing, you know, when she does the thing, the ancient one. She shows him all the different like realities and stuff. What type of doctor is Stephen Strange? Neurosurgeon, cardiothoracic? Cardiothoracic, is that a real thing? Because cardio's heart, thoracic's like spine? Trauma surgeon or plastic surgeon? He's definitely not a plastic surgeon. Cardiothoracic sounds made up. I know he treats people who have severe trauma, but I'm pretty sure that he's a neurosurgeon and that's what he uses to fix the trauma. My brain is so large. Okay, second Guardians movie. This follows on from the end of the first one. Again, great film. Super love it. Super love it. That's a sentence. Finish the line. I'm Superman, y'all. Peter Pan, y'all. Underdog, y'all. Mary Poppins, y'all. This is when Yondu is holding his arrow and he sails down and he says, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. He may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy. Spidey's second entrance into the MCU. First solo film. Who does Stan Lee appear as? A guy Spider-Man helps cross the street, a neighbor who's disturbed by a car alarm, Peter's upstairs neighbor, or a guy who works at a hot dog car? I'm pretty sure this is when he swings in thinking that he's stopping someone from stealing a car, and then the guy remarks that it's actually his car, and it sets off the car alarm, and Stan Lee sticks his head out the window, so he's disturbed by the car alarm. Stan Lee, I love you. Thank you for giving me this franchise. Rest in peace. We miss you down here, buddy. Okay, on to Thor 3. This one took... the trilogies within the franchise all sort of came out within, you know, a smaller time frame. Thor 3 took forever to come out, but thank God it did, because Taika Waititi, absolute genius, and this movie was phenomenal to watch. What is Valkyrie's scrapper number? It's not 3, it's not 16. I feel like 232 because I feel like it's a palindrome. Is it 142? Yeah, it's not 232. That sounds... 142 rolls off the tongue a lot smoother. Yeah, it's 142. She walks into the Grandmaster's, wherever he's staying, throws Thor, and he says, thanks, 142. There we go. Huge brain, dude. My brain is so huge, man. Okay, Black Panther. Absolutely phenomenal film. I saw this 2 or 3 times at the cinema, and I've watched it like 4 times since. I cannot get enough of it. It's phenomenal. What do Killmonger and Klaue steal from the Museum of Great Britain? Just vibranium, a mask, a map of Wakanda, and vibranium. They were there just for the vibranium, but Killmonger ends up taking the mask as well, and then he wears it when he fights T'Challa, I think? Yeah. Okay, on to Avengers Infinity War, the film that I've seen the most times out of any film within the franchise. I've watched it 8 times. What elective class did Thor take on Asgard? Learning to speak Groot, hammer making, learning to fly a spaceship, or how to take care of rabbits? We know that his hammers get made at Nidavellir, the Heart of a Dying Star, by Eitri. We know that he can't fly a spaceship because in Thor, the Dark World, he was driving that thing with Loki and he doesn't know how to drive it. And I don't know, do they have rabbits on Asgard? I feel like there's a line, like a throwaway line in the movies about that, but I'm pretty sure he learns to speak Groot because he can speak to Groot. Okay, on to the second Ant-Man movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Scott hid an old man. An old man? He hid an old man, yes. Scott hid an old Ant-Man suit underneath the trophy. What did the trophy say? World's greatest dad, superhero, aunt, or grandma? Dad's too obvious. His daughter does know he's a superhero, but again, that's too on the nose. It's either world's greatest aunt or grandma. I'm pretty sure it's grandma. We got it correct. You know, why would I get it wrong? My brain's huge. Okay, on to Captain Marvel. What is Carol's nickname for Monica? Monica is... the daughter. Yes, the daughter, because it's Maria Rambeau who's her friend, and then Monica's the daughter who shows up in WandaVision. Spoilers if you haven't seen that yet. If you haven't, not my fault. I'm sorry, you've been warned. Sergeant Danger, Commander Monica, Lieutenant Trouble, General Mo. Sergeant Danger doesn't suit her character. Commander Monica, it's her name, so why would you put the name in the name? You know, you gotta have like a little thing about it. It's Lieutenant Trouble. Okay, on to the big one, Endgame. I've seen this 5 times, I think I've watched it. What is Natasha's final line before she sacrifices herself on Vormir? I think this was the first or second point that I cried during the movie, and I'll admit it. I cried like 7 times during this movie. It's not let me go. It's not tell everyone I've got a certain message. It's not just Clint. She says it's okay, which means she was ready to die and sacrifice herself to save everyone else. And it broke my heart. Nat, I love you. Okay, and on to the final question. What necklace does Peter buy for MJ? It's not a black sunflower. It's not an NYC skyline. I don't even know how that would actually work. And it's not a St. Christopher necklace because I don't even know what a St. Christopher is. It's a black dahlia because it's her favorite flower from a book that she read or something like that. Or it's just her favorite flower. It's a black dahlia. Dude, 23 out of 23, baby. You scored better than 100% of all other quiz takers. Wait, it says better than 100% of all other quiz takers. Am I the first person to ace this quiz? Not only did you go see all of these movies in theaters on opening weekend, but you've rewatched them several times. Not only do you know the general plot lines, but you remember some of the trickier details. They know me so well. Make sure you give a thumbs up on this video if you did go on to enjoy it. If you want to see more Marvel content on the channel, let me know down in the comments below. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see more videos like this in the future. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.